Good evening, YouTube followers and Facebook friends. This is Francis Jeffrey coming to you again from South Bend, Indiana, about something photography related, and that is the fact that about a week ago I was actually scouting out this area of South Bend, Indiana here, and I found this mysterious train track which goes on a bridge over the St. Joseph River and comes to an end on the other side of the river. And so I made it my goal for today to come down here during the blue hour and photograph this train track from the other side. And when I got done with my planned shoot, I decided to walk across this bridge, which is behind the trees over here, and come to this section and see what the train tracks look like over here. And I discovered upon doing so that these train tracks come to an end on both sides of the bridge, and so it's just one set of track that starts at one end of the river and ends at this side of the river. And it is such a strange looking thing that I decided that I would take you all on a walk across this bridge, which is behind these trees over here, so that you can see it from end to end. The photographs will be on my 500px profile eventually, but probably not within the next week or so, because I'm already working on a series here, which is something that I'm in the process of having submitted to 500px. So here is the sidewalk which leads to the bridge, and you can see these train tracks about 100 feet or so away from me. I've got bags of food in my equipment with me, which I'm physically carrying because I wasn't planning on doing a video today. So if you hear any rustling, it is my bags. And so here's a better view of the train tracks. As a matter of fact, when I was scouting out this area, I relied on my phone's GPS to instruct me how to walk back home again. And I actually discovered those train tracks because for some reason my GPS on my phone instructed me to walk over those tracks. And so I wound up getting horribly lost because I don't know my way around this section of town very well, and I had to keep finding alternative routes because, of course, even if the gates were open, I would not walk across those tracks. That would be like the worst possible thing to do. So the point of this lesson is that generally towns and cities that are demographically and geographically like South Bend, Indiana, are some of the worst places to do photography in, and it's because of the boringness of the suburbanness of environments like these. But if you do what most good professional photographers do, which is scout out areas and plan to come back later for future photographs, you wind up getting much better photographs in the end because of the interesting things that you wind up discovering to photograph. And here is the other end of this bridge that I discovered the other day. I guess I should say found instead of discovered. And here is the area that the bridge is in. And this is just the strangest thing I have ever seen in my 12 years of living in South Bend, Indiana. So I absolutely had to do videography of it, even though I'm not a very good videographer at this point. But I'm in the early stages of planning on getting back into it. So I guess I've shown you all everything that I intended to show you. So sayonara. Until the next video.